Welcome to our podcast series on how to start web development. In this episode, we will be discussing the fundamental language of development, and it is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is the backbone of every web page. In this podcast, we will cover the basics of HTML, including its syntax, tags, and attributes. By the end of this episode, you will have a solid understanding of how HTML works and how you can use it to create web pages. Let's start with the basics. HTML is a markup language that consists of a set of tags and attributes. Tags are used to define the structure and content of a web page, while attributes provide additional information about the elements on the page. HTML documents are written in plain text and they can be opened and edited using a simple text editor such as Notepad. The basic structure of an HTML document consists of three parts: the doc type declaration, the HTML tag, and the head and body text section. The doc type declaration is used to specify the type of HTML document being used, while the HTML tag is used to define the root element of the document. The head section contains information about the document such as the title and metadata, while the body section contains the actual content of the web page. Now let's take a closer look at the tags and attributes used in HTML. Tags are enclosed in angle brackets and are used to define the elements on a web page. For example, the P tag is used to define a paragraph, while the H1 tag is used to define a heading. Attributes are used to provide additional information about the elements on the page. For example, the href attribute is used to define a hyperlink, while the src attribute is used to define the source of an image. Here are some of the most commonly used HTML tags and attributes. Number one, that is heading. There is 6 types of heading tag, H1 to H6, and the second one is paragraph. For paragraph, we have to use P tag, and then the third is links. For link, we have to use a tag and also use a attribute named href, and the value will be the URL of your desired location. The fourth is images. For images tag, we have a tag named img and set an attribute named src, and the value will be the images URL. The fifth is list. For list, we can use ul, ol, li, and others so on. And sixth is table. For table tag, we have table, tr, td, and caption, and others so on. And seven is form, input text area, select button, and so many tags. You can search it for me on the internet to find more tags. Now that we have covered the basic of HTML tags and attributes. Now, in this section, we will discuss the importance of HTML in web development and why it is essential for anyone who wants to create web pages. Number one, structure and content. HTML is used to define the structure and content of a web page. By using HTML tags, you can define heading, paragraphs, images, links, lists, table, forms, among other elements. HTML tags provide a way to organize the content of a web page and make it easy for users to navigate and find the information they need. Without HTML, web pages would be a jumbled mess of unorganized content. Number two, compatibility. HTML is a universal language that is supported by all web browsers, including Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Internet Explorer. This means that web pages created using HTML can be viewed on any devices, including desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HTML ensures that web pages are compatible with all browsers, making them accessible to a wide audience. Number 3. Search engine optimization. HTML plays a critical role in search engine optimization, which we call SEO. By using HTML tags such as title, description, and a header text, you can optimize your web pages for search engines. Search engines use HTML tags to understand the content and structure of a web page, which helps them to rank it in search results. Without HTML, web pages would not be optimized for search engines, making it difficult for users to find them online. Number 4. User experience. HTML is essential for creating a good user experience. By using HTML tags such as headings, paragraphs, and lists, you can make web pages easy to read and navigate. HTML tags such as links and forms provide users with interactivity and allow them to interact with the content of a web page. Without HTML, web pages would be difficult to read and navigate, making for a poor user experience. Number 5. Accessibility. HTML is essential for making web pages accessible to users with disabilities. By using HTML tags such as ALT attributes for images and form labels, you can make web pages accessible to users with visual impairments or other disabilities. HTML ensures that web pages are accessible to all users regardless of their abilities. In conclusion, HTML is a critical component of web development, and it plays a significant role in the creation of every web page. HTML is essential for defining the structure and content of a web page, ensuring compatibility with all web browsers, optimizing for search engines, creating a good user experience, and making web pages accessible to all users. If you want to learn web development, HTML is the fundamental language that you must master. Thank you.